Got a lot of fucking hair now, haven't I? Do you remember how fucking short it was when I started doing this? This is so long. Also, I'm not putting makeup on for you. It's late. I'm sorry. It's just, that's not happening. Hello. Let's talk about the books that I read in March that weren't for videos. I read more of these this month than I did last month. So gold star for me. Let's kick it right off with The Two Towers. I got through the second Andy Serkis audiobook. I started rereading this trilogy in February because while I have read Fellowship and Two Towers before, I've not read Return of the King all the way through before because reading Tolkien with my eyeballs is a sad time. So we rely on the ears for that. So these audiobooks are just so consistently good. I didn't think, when I originally read The Two Towers, I didn't think I preferred the way that it was laid out in the book. I think I preferred the way it was done in the film, where we alternate between Legolas, Gimli and Aragorn and then Frodo and Sam and like their adventures and do it that way. But the way that they do it in the book is much more spread out and the timeline is a bit different. And I really enjoyed how that worked and that timeline. Sorry, I got distracted by my hair. That'll do. So as much as I am familiar with the story, obviously, because I have watched The Lord of the Rings fucking on repeat every year, pretty much since they came out, the books are still surprising because the books still contain lines or scenes or characters that I'm not familiar with and that just bring a little extra oomph to the story that makes me love it so much more. Don't eat my curtains. Stop it. Thank you. So I really enjoyed it. It was a 4-star read for me. They're not quite 5 stars just because Tolkien does have a lack of editing problem, but what are we going to do? His world building is just undeniably good. Hello. Do you want to say hi? Scoop. There's a cat. Woo, woo, woo. Woo, 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 woo. You sleepy? Did you just wake up from a nap? Sorry, we're a little bit ADHD this evening, so we're just here now. Loved it. Would highly recommend the Andy Serkis audiobooks. I got them on Libro FM. They're very good. Andy does fantastic voices. And while he makes the characters his own, he still draws on like the cadence and the accents from the actors in the film, which I think is very smart because a lot more people I think are familiar with the films than they are with the books. So it works for me specifically. The one thing I did notice that was different from the films is that Pippin is less of an idiot in the books. He's quite smart. And I think what they did in the films is they gave some of his smart moments to Merry just to like properly shoehorn them into those stereotypes. But I quite like sneaky Pippin popping up sometimes. That works for me. My next book was Carmilla by J. Sheridan Le Fanu. I know about Carmilla from pop culture, but I've never read it. I've never actually read Dracula, and I do want to read Dracula because my friend gave me a very lovely cloth-bound version of it, so I need to read that. But I wanted to read Carmilla first because Camilla did come first. It's a short-ish story novella. It's about 100 pages long. I read it on Everand as an ebook on some particularly boring days at work. And it was everything I thought it was going to be, really. The writing was good. I kind of felt like I knew the story because I have watched vampire films. And obviously they're going to take inspiration from the original works, aren't they? So nothing was like a huge surprise. But I can't remember the last time I read a book from the 1800s that was that good. So that was like a pleasant surprise. Also, we love sapphic literature, whether it is explicit or not. So that was a nice bonus. That was, I think I read it in a day. It's really not very long. Would recommend, especially if you like vampires. I'm going to be fiddling with my hair this entire video. Sorry. Also, during boring periods at work, are you sensing a theme here? I read the first 3 volumes of Saga on Everand as well. I have owned the first volume of Saga for a very long time. I could not tell you how it came into my possession, but I own it and I've never read it. And I've not even read my copy. I read it on Everand. It's good. Why haven't I picked this up sooner? I think I'm definitely in my little like graphic novel era. I've read so many this year. I think I've read more this year already than I have in total last year. And I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Now that I can access them on like platforms I already pay for, like Everand, and I'm not having to shell out 15, 20 quid for a graphic novel that I will finish in half an hour. It's much more enjoyable and more cost effective, which is the way to draw me into reading a book. or a graphic novel as it stands. Saga follows 2 main characters. I've forgotten all of their names. One has wings, one has horns. They are from opposite sides of a war, and they run away together and have a baby, and now everyone in the galaxy is after them, and they're going to protect this baby at all costs. And the narrator is the baby, and it's funny and it's well drawn, and it's sci-fi, but it's the kind of sci-fi that I can get behind, which, you know, few and far between. So that's like high praise coming from me. We've got like mercenaries trying to hunt them down. We've got backstory coming into play. It's not super heavy on the war front, which I really appreciate because that is boring, but it's about the characters and the sort of the ragtag group of people that they find along the way. And it's just really funny. There are a couple of moments where you can tell it was written in 2012 and some lines haven't super aged well, but mostly it's pretty good. I'm going to carry on reading this series because it's all on Everand as far as I can see. So I'm going to read those before they go out of the loop, because Everand does things on a loop. Yeah, love it. Big fan. We'll carry on reading those. And the last book I read in March that was not for a video was Incidents Around the House by Josh Malerman. This came out last year, but I got sent an ARC from the publisher, thank you very much, to review for the Fantasy Hive because the paperback release was end of March. So, or was it April? Early April. It might be like when I'm filming this now. So my review is now up on the Fantasy Hive. This was fine. It was like mildly entertaining, fucking terrifying at times. Do not read this in the dark on your own or any combination of those situations. Because it's fucking terrifying. People or faces just randomly appearing either very close to your face or in windows or like around the side of doors. That is my personal breed of horror that will just melt me every time. I will be a fucking wreck. I will be a puddle. And this was what that book was. Because 8-year-old Bella has an imaginary friend called Other Mummy that lives in her closet. And then when her actual parents find out, things start to progress. But this Other Mummy used to be Bella's friend, and has now started asking, can I go into your heart? Which is not creepy at all. And so things just, spiral. Apparently this is the guy that wrote Bird Box. I knew I'd heard his name before. I'd forgotten it was for that. Solid writing. It's also told from the point of view of Bella, like she is the narrator. And he absolutely nails that like 8-year-old voice. And it's formatted really weird as well. It's formatted in a specific way. So everything that's like pushed to the left is prose and what's happening, and everything that's like slightly indented is speech, but there are no speech marks, and it's just what she hears. And it works quite well. Like once you get your head around it, there's a little note explaining that at the front, but once you get your head around it, you snap into it, it's fine. I thought some of the choices and the motivations from some of the characters were questionable. So it wasn't like, didn't blow me out the water, but it did scare the fuck out of me. And really, that's all you want from a horror novel. So yeah, I would recommend it if you are into horror or creepy stuff. Again, do not read after dark. Do not read on your own. Shut your doors. Just shut your doors. All the lights on. You'll be fine. Yeah. That was everything I read in March. I am still plowing through those vlogs, man. I'm hoping, don't eat that. I have 3 books left to read for one of them, so hopefully that one will be out soon, but I have to locate 2 of them because I keep putting books on my lists for TBRs that I have no real way of getting without buying them full price, which is not ideal really. I don't really want to be buying books like that anymore. I've been using my library as much as possible. Don't eat that. Stop eating things you shouldn't. So yes, I have to locate the last 2 books and then I will be able to, polish off that vlog. And we'll be done. Meow! Meow. 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 No, she's not. These are my new shelves. I don't know if you will have seen the video where I put them up yet, but it's very exciting, isn't it? It's very nice. I'm going to go to bed now. I'm really tired. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching. All the stuff's in the description. You know how videos end. All of that jazz. See you. Bye.